There we go. Okay. Oh, and if I slide this over just a little bit. No, it works. Okay. Oh, that works better even. Okay. It's a Phil XD dev. Hey, welcome back. I will admit I was slightly concerned. I'm glad to see you're back. Yeah, saying, oh, I got chest pain, and then disappearing for a few days. It's like... Good to see you're well enough to type. Yeah, okay, I was at the hospital until today. Well, I hope you're feeling better. That's all this is, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I got a little bit into doing another Substack article. Somehow, for some reason. Well, it was partially like, I keep having these like video ideas, and then I was like, you know, I didn't like doing the things. Oh, collecting stones again. But not kidney stones this time. Something like gallstones? That's the date I went on over the weekend. I went on a date on Sunday. And she was mentioning gallstones. Oh, wait. No, I had my portfolio pulled up for a reason. But yeah, I had the typical first date thing again. Of go on a date, eat some food, enjoy the food. Think the date went okay, and then never speak again. So, I guess I gotta change up my approach or something, but it's a little confusing because I'm like, well, this feels like a continuation of what we were doing via text, and then... Oh, I was gonna ask what kind of stones, but I'm assuming there is a long message brewing. Okay. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do today. I was like, I could... Okay. Yeah, because I saw this. There's also this. Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. What's the worst? Go ahead and apply. What's the worst that could happen if we reject your application? You could say, I didn't want the job anyway, and we both will move on with our lives. Oh, it is gallstones. Okay. Recommend not getting them. But the doctor said it's likely because of another condition I have. but don't really want to talk about it right now. Yeah, no, that's a. I'm just glad you're okay. At least okay for now. Although it sounds like, yeah, it's one of those things that's not. Or, you know, hopefully it's on the road to being figured out. Okay, what was I... These are the things I had down, was that I wanted to update my portfolio. I wanted to finish this, but this is not a thing to put on the, finish on the stream. But I'm also like, I don't know when I'm gonna do this. Because it also takes a little while to synthesize, like, okay, what exactly do I want to say with this? Beyond, like, I think these games are doing themselves a disservice by trying to adhere so strictly to a very specific thing. Oh, I guess I could look at... Maybe I will just mess with my portfolio for a bit, because I feel like it really shouldn't take me, you know, famous last words or whatnot, but, hopefully it doesn't take me too long to... Because that's all I need to do, is I just, hopefully... I haven't messed with, like, updating my portfolio in a while. But... Okay, because one of these things was listed as categories. So how do you use this is the question. It does say e-commerce, but if I can use that to... Also ad break, do I want to? Oh, I want to sit at any rate, so yeah, I'll take the ad break. So it is muting correctly. Okay, well, good to know. I pressed the mute button when I cranked down the disc. It was on the break screen. You wouldn't have heard anything anyway, but I still pressed the mute button out of habit and then forgot to press it. Thank you for saying something. Also, well, I was gonna say this has been the same thing forever, but it's because Squarespace bought it and then never changed it, so. Yeah, this whole thing is so heckin' old. Do I want to redo this in Flash or something? No. Do I want to put it into an AI and say, make me a fancy website? Also not really. Okay, so this categories thing was categories of products or something, right? You don't have any categories in your store. Okay, but what's this store then? What is this editor? Because this looks like an entirely different editor. But I don't see like a add product. No, that's... carpet may have a connection to the back rooms. Two things and have fallen from my desk and just disappeared. Should really be careful not to trip in this room. Yeah, I think for me that would be the, it just got eaten by the nest of cords that are behind my desk. Yeah, because I think I've shown a photo of my desk setup when I got this new desk. Last year, I guess? Yeah, because I have the cable. I got the cords. I have the cords to manage it. And then I just never gathered up all the cords, but it fell into a place where there are no wires. Well, I think it's one of the surprising things if, like, probably bounced in a way that was just, like, well out of what you expected. So it's just much further than you might expect, or in just an entirely different direction than you might expect. So what are these things? Also, do I want to look at Squarespace? Because technically I should have a Squarespace site. It just... Or I guess I have a Squarespace account, maybe? Which is how I got to my Weebly account, because Weebly got bought by Squarespace. I'm just a little confused by this. Like, is this a new product or what? Must have somehow bounced into the computer because everything in an area of 1.5 meters around it was searched. Oh, okay, as in you very much were trying to look for it and everything too. See, that's my one problem, is that I'm not trying to sell a product here, and I'm not trying to ship it. And then really all I wanted to do was make like a searchable thing where I have like tags added to the different pages. Is it, because I saw somebody's portfolio recently. I did, and I did make it through that 300 okay, Jitspo. But that took me multiple hours. That took me many hours of my time to click through every single link. Well, because it was every single game, which is 300 games, and then every single social media link that was attached to all 300 indie games. Yeah, I never did watch the video. I just said, you know what, screw it. I saw the list and was like, I could tackle that. And Hytale's actually coming out. I'm not too big into Minecraft, but this one doesn't have the typical survival hunger feature and is more focused on adventure. Well, it's still first-person, like Minecraft-ish kind of thing, right? Or it still looks like Minecraft, plays like Minecraft, but it's an adventure game. If I'm understanding it correctly. But the fact that it's actually coming out is cool. This is one of those ones that just felt like it was in development forever and then got eaten by Riot. It seemed like it was... Oh, okay. Launching into early access. Okay. Also has an over-the-shoulder third-person mode. Okay. Well, because it makes me think of Cube World a little bit, and Cube World is one that, like, visually I like that, but... Or at least, I like the isometric look when it comes to voxels, as opposed to, like, a first-person look. Wait, it says all it says is that it's coming into early access, and there's no, like, big... It's a first look trailer? No big, like, early access launch trailer? Go tune in. Oh my goodness, 7 years ago? I was like, oh yeah, probably old. 7 years ago seems like a long time to be a... Okay, so they dropped some stuff. It's an early PvP duel, just an animation, a Gothic castle build. Wait, early access launch tomorrow. And there's no early access launch trailer? I guess they did show some stuff, but... Huh. Yeah, because when your one announcement trailers from 7 years ago, you'd think you'd... 62 million? I didn't even catch how many views that had. But I guess if this is their one announcement trailer... Oh, everybody's showing up here. Getting both the Begorly and a Brainoid. Fashionably late. Just like me. I was fashionably late for a couple things. Okay. Oh, and that's why. Man, it's so frustrating. I did all sorts of stuff this weekend, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna reward myself with a soda. That sounds kind of good. Except it was right before I went to bed. And then I'm like, I can't really fall asleep. And then it wasn't until I woke up this morning and went, wait a second. I regret rewarding myself. That's a bummer. Lurking, playing Raven's Watch. Was ist das? That's probably nowhere near the correct German at all, but it feels in vogue for the the people watching. Oh, it's on my wish list. Yeah, okay. I had seen this. What was the first one that did this kind of thing? I feel like there's been a good number of these, like, cel-shaded or, like, ink roguelikes. Yeah, this very much falls in that, like, AA camp of, like, looks cool. I don't think I'll ever get around to trying it. Yeah, definitely one that I'm like, I'm not opposed to trying, but it also isn't grabbing me enough to try it. Okay. But I have a good time lurking. Good luck on watching Ravens there. Oh, that's what it was. Public domain folk heroes. The likes of... Oh, Curse of the Dead Gods. Okay. Which I think also has a pretty similar aesthetic, right? Yeah. Wow, okay, so they very much made... This is the game that I was thinking of, but very surprising that they did, like, the same visuals. But I guess they just did a more co-op, right? This is a playable solo or an online co-op. Yeah, okay, so that might have been the the thing there. Oh, I did see that. I was looking at Replicat as part of this article. I was gonna talk about Balatro likes, and I saw that Replicat dropped a little bit in its Yeah, I was like, the SteamDB rating is not next to perfect anymore. Oh, no, okay, it's this lying again. So it is just one. Okay, it's SteamDB's being stupid again. So there's still only one negative review. Wait, 266. All review. Oh, different languages. Okay, so 266 reviews total. This is reviews. It was like 157 plus 17 doesn't feel like it should equal 266. So, kind of comparing it to how close it is to being overwhelmingly positive or something. Oh. Huh. So I guess having more positive reviews will slowly make that number go up? Seems like an odd metric, at any rate. Okay. I didn't know what I was doing, and apparently what I'm doing is just getting distracted. It's just, is there an easy way for me to I just want a button so I can sort all these games that I've made by whether they're game jams, whether they're small projects, whether they're big projects, by what year I completed them, by which I guess would be going under Weebly, and yeah, the gallery's just photos, or it's like, just don't use Weebly, because Weebly is old AF. Update your portfolio website. Which, like I said, probably Squarespace, simply because I believe I have a Squarespace account that I have to log into to get to Weebly anyway. Google doesn't remember this one. I don't want to mess with Weebly. It was really just, I saw categories and products, and I was like, oh, maybe. But no, it doesn't let me. Or rather, I guess I could do it if I listed everything as a product. But, like, I think that product stuff came with here's all the shipping costs of, like, a digital thing. Here's how much I want to sell it, and I'm like, I'm not selling it. Yeah, fulfillment stuff is like, nope, it's neither of these. Trade stock on this item? Wild. Yeah, no, really, I just need a thing that'll let me tag these items and sort them. And I'm not seeing that out of Weebly. And I don't remember what my Squarespace login is, and I don't think it's my Google login. Because this is an old one. I don't think I was using Google to log into stuff when I made this portfolio website. Yeah, and I guess Squarespace is still being used. Because I know Arlo has definitely done some ads. I was going to say shilling for Squarespace, but I guess it's better than TurboTax and Adobe. And stuff. The fact that they're like the sponsors that they got are Adobe and TurboTax are just like, these do not seem like good companies, and yet that's the sponsors. On the off chance it's that, no. It's not gonna let me log in with Google, right? I didn't do this through Google. And now you're gonna make your own, it's gonna make a Squarespace site or no? Okay, yeah, no, I have a website that I made. Then do I remake it? On the Google account. But yeah, no, I think I just don't know what the... Okay, nope, that's not working on the portfolio now. Made a Simon Says blinking made a Simon Says color blinking game in Bricadia today. Biggest problem that there was no lists or arrays in that game, but there are numbers and bit shifts. How weird. So it only stores a sequence of 32. Adobe looks less good every day. They continue their expensive subscriptions. I don't know that I've ever heard anything good about Adobe. It's one of those products that everybody has and nobody likes. And then Adobe just keeps asking for more and more money for a thing that they don't seem to be doing much with, like improvement-wise. But this is all just what I've heard. I've not actually messed with Adobe. Well, no, I lied. I guess I've messed with Adobe PDF stuff, and all I've noticed is that they've pushed AI stuff, because I'm like, no, I don't want you summarizing my government document with an AI, please. Yeah, don't have Adobe and happy about that. Oh, wait, you did mention where did the music go? Yeah, this was one of the many things I clicked through. I did find a music artist. Yeah, one of the games was Flower Drops in that list. Oh, we listened to all of these. They're all like 2-minute long songs. Okay. That's what happened there. So maybe we do this. Oh, there's plenty of stuff to listen to in here. If when I ever get Substance Painter, I'll get it on Steam so I don't have to pay the subscription. Okay. That's nice that Steam allows you to get around or get around stuff like that. Okay, and then writing out a Substack article. I'm not gonna do here either. I don't know. It's kind of a weird one where it feels like I'm pointing out flaws in games, especially games that don't even aren't even out yet. Like RNG Jam isn't out. But to me, when you have a name crammed into a corner like that, you're doing the game a disservice. Yeah, then this one, it was just the mention of like, oh, it's the same as Balatro. And I'm like, you're entirely right. Do I think this is a disservice to this game? A little bit, yeah. I don't know that a title screen matters that much. Yeah, because I don't know if I can think of like a Balatro is the game that I can think of where the title screen really does feel like it's sucking you in as part of the experience. But that's because it starts out with a literal like a swirl. Yeah, and then coming across a couple of games that are like, here's the exact store from Balatro. Like, does that really behoove your game to be the exact same? But yeah, no, Replicat was my example of like, here's a good Balatro, like. Because not only do I like Replicat a lot, but I do think it does different things in a way that makes sense for the game, as opposed to like, here's literally Balatro again. It is a lot more expensive than the subscription if you use it less than a year. Any more than that, that's worth it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I tried doing a screenshot of my game in motion that, like, kind of works. But yeah, I got somewhat into finishing an article there and was like, do I have enough time to finish it? Do I want to finish it? Yeah, it's funny looking at this. It was literally just this line here of like, hey, go apply. What's the worst that could happen? And we reject it. We both go on with our lives. Actually makes me want to apply. I'm like, yeah, that's true. The worst that'll happen is that they'll say, oh, you just didn't quite make the cut. Which there's so many people out there looking for jobs that have actual AAA experience. Or industry experience. Okay, I'm good on Hightail. I'm surprised they don't have more marketing for that. And I'm not gonna buy into any of those. I clicked through all that. So those two things that I was half thinking about messing with, maybe I'm not messing with, then I have a list. Let's check it. Maybe twice. Runestone spawning and scoring. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about messing with the... What if I just rip the limiter off on the... Well... Yeah, I don't really want to use just like a handful of colors or something, but... I don't want to figure out the shader right now, is really what it is. And I'm like, I have an ability to do the colors on the runestone. I figured that out a little bit. But... I don't have industry experience, but do have experience in getting very little downloads. Is that worth anything? I mean, it's not worth money. But it is I think a good... If you can cope with getting very little downloads, then you're in a good spot for putting out games. That's just the way of it. Although I was watching that an interesting like how to market a game video that was like, it has been this way the whole time. It was like, here's this magazine from the 90s, and it is the same problems of like, oh, here's this back page that is a whole bunch of games, and there's a discoverability issue, and Steam likes their dark fantasy horror stuff. Yeah, he was even making fun of the like because it was like, oh, there's this the next big hit is like horror games. And this was, like I said, a magazine from the 90s. And we still get articles of, oh, the next big thing is horror games. Steam seems to like horror games. There we go. This old magazine explains why most games fail today. It's a very long video, and most of it is him repeating the same things over and over, but I did find it an interesting watch. Yeah, saying please don't make platformers, and then the first two had in the magazine are platformers. Somebody did put that as a comment. He's like, he skipped over Zoot. And it was like, I think he skipped over it, because it's like nobody knows what Zoot is, and that kind of gives you a sense of... Like, people back in the day skipped over it, too. I don't think I'll be able to find the comment now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you leave an ad for Zool on the screen and then completely ignore it. And I was like, that's, I think, kind of the point there. Is that, like, nobody's heard of Zool. Okay, I guess I'm just rambling today. It's just half an hour of rambling. Yeah, it's good. Well, it's also because I'm still playing Marvel Snap. Somewhere I was seeing the numbers for Marvel Snap was it made 200 million the first year, 100 million the second, and then last year it made 25 million. And it was like, wow, it's really dropped off. But I keep poking at it. I keep enjoying it. That's the thing too, is like, you're a generalist who knows all sorts of things, and I'm like, I do. Yeah, I really should, especially because I've done, like, because I even have games that are, here's a whole bunch of different characters. Like, I have multiple different versions of that, so... It's just, I wish there was an easy way to make it so that I could take all these games... what did I do last Friday? I mean, that you can just look at on here. If you want to watch the VOD, and do I have it up? I should have it up on my archive here too. But yeah, I was just playing all sorts of games on Friday. Played a little bit of Goblin Path, which was fun. I do like a grindstone-esque game. Played some more Droplet States of Matter. I figured out that, yeah, that game does get me motion sick. I think I'm not playing it anymore, so... just got home today and there was almost no internet in the hospital. Okay. Yeah, because I kind of figured lying around in a hospital bed is a good opportunity to watch a stream. But if you have no ability to get internet, then that does hamper it a bit, don't it? Oh, yeah, because I was actually going to ask a thing. I was like, I hope Phil comes back. Because I had an idea for a different scoring challenge. If you wanted to figure out how to score. So the idea I wrote down... Yeah, it was here. So, in this system, how would you score something like this? The idea of being Duck Duck Goose of... You just hit a bunch of yellow buttons and then end with a non-yellow button. Is there a way to... Okay, enough internet to still load images, but yeah, a stream would be hard to... Because that's a lot of images. And audio. I guess it's both images and audio. And possibly interactive elements. Although, because I think I do have the click on stream thing enabled. Yeah, okay, I guess technically it would be trying to do this click on stream thing here too. Okay, but I guess that's what I'll work on as the next thing. So what I want to try to do is figure out, so would this be a code? No. Would this be a sequence? No. No, maybe? Because there was, so what was the other options on the thing? Plus for ascending, minus for descending, equals for equal, X for no sequence, question mark for any, and underscore for any that is not X. Well, okay, so what I want it to be is equal for a certain color, and then the last one being not equal. Yeah, and I don't want it to be question mark specifically. I want it to be... in the current scoring system, in the current score managing system, probably difficult. It's so specific that it may be easier to hack on. Well, and I don't know that I want to hack it on, but I want to have the ability to do like kind of unknown lengths of color sequences and stuff too. Or like you can extend it and then, like I said, the, you know, an unknown number of yellows and then end with a non-yellow kind of thing. Because I did have the other idea of like doing like a traffic light as a scoring option too, for like red, yellow, green, or green, yellow, red. Yeah, because I want to make it robust enough that you can score that kind of thing. It's really what it is. Man, that a little bit of soda yesterday completely screwed up my day here. I am so zoned. Are your colors not using my numbers, or was it your custom color scoring thing based on your scoring system? Also, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I was like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the last stream I saw. How goes the dev? It's, I've just been rambling. Literally just been rambling. I was kind of thinking about updating my portfolio, and then was like, oh, that's not super easy. Because it's just a... Yeah, because I have it by year right now, and I need to make it so that it's by project type and stuff. And then I want to finish this Substack article, but it's not a stream activity. Watching me type, not really the most interesting thing there. And that's been about it. So... Yeah, you were in MagFest. I saw that on Patreon, and I'm so bummed that I didn't get a ticket in time for MagFest. Because I'm like, oh look, Too Much Tomato. Oh look, Solid Plasma. Oh look, the guy who made Luck Be a Landlord is going to be at MagFest. Oh look, it's that one pixel artist that I saw last time is going to be at MagFest. Oh look, that one cosplayer that I know is going to be at... I was like, ah! It's because I went the past couple years, got a nice collection of people that go to MagFest, and then didn't go to MagFest this year. It's like, gosh dang it. I had a good busy weekend, though. I did a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's good that I went on my first date in a while, because it, And it's one of those things of like, am I a boring person? Has just nobody told me that I'm a boring person? Is this why my stream is empty? And I'm like, no, I think my stream's empty just because of a... that's more like a timing thing, really. Magfest is where it's at. You remember the game? This was super fun. And that's like I said, everybody's... yeah, because I think I stopped by and you played it for a little bit. Yeah, and the one thing that I've and I'm hoping, I was adding the runestones as like okay, here's the upgrade system, but I'm hoping this also helps with the clarity issue of like, okay, you could just hover over and say, okay, I'm trying to score 5, 2, 1 as like the sequence. And then you go look for, okay, where's 5, 2, 1 kind of thing. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I really do need a hydrate today. Yeah, it's been very encouraging that, like, pretty much anybody who understands how to play this game has been very interested and addicted. Oh, I know what I could do. Wait a second. Brain blast. Wait, does Jimmy Neutron actually say that in the show? Okay, wait. I don't need to pull up all of my photos of everything I've eaten recently. That's really all my photos are. Is just. Well, it's the one thing that I remember to take a photo of. I'm like, I like taking a photo a day so that I have something to attach to my journal. But that was the other thing I was doing this weekend. I attempted to make a physical version for a little bit, just for fun. So, and as expected, realities does not conform to a rigid grid. Yeah, okay, but I was gonna post this on social media. I didn't. Okay, I need to edit this though. Oh, and then yeah, and then I click off and do here's all my selfies every day. Here's all my food photos every day. There's some gnomes I found at the market that I didn't buy. Where is this thing that is not the thing? So that I can edit that video. Make it a little smaller, and then I'm thinking I just attach the game on the other end and be like, reality versus. Oh, it's literally every time I open DaVinci so infrequently. Every time I open it, I need to update it. Great. Also, how many sentences can I get through without laughing? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer. Yeah, reality doesn't like sticking to a grid system. Well, I think I could have done a little more to make it, like, well, because there's obviously, like, Chinese checkers and stuff where that... I mean, it does... Yeah, you don't have a ball rolling around, though. Yeah, now I'm getting paranoid that I'm getting sick. I'm like, oh, my neck is kind of sore. My nose is kind of stuffy. Oh, I'm kind of tired. Yeah. All of those things could be something else, though, too. Like, I didn't sleep enough, and I've been looking down at my computer. And... yeah, because that was the other thing, too, is, like, this ball rolling around is not gonna hit buttons and, like, score anything either. So... oh, I was asking about Friday in hopes that I didn't play the Magic Circle yet. Well, I know that's one of those ones that you're interested in, and I also had other games I wanted to try to finish and stuff, too. I feel like there was one more thing that I did. Or, because I bounced around a bunch of stuff. That's why it was, like, indie game extravaganza. Because yeah, okay, I started with a little bit of Goblin Path, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, this was really fun. Oh, and then I just talked about the games. I just talked about that list of 300 games for quite a while. So yeah, that was one of those things that, like, yeah, you didn't miss much. Oh, and Slip and Slime. Yeah, because I want to keep poking at that until I finish it because I'm so close to finishing it. There was a good amount of yapping. Much like today, people keep distracting me. Yeah, okay, and then I played Droplet State of Matter until I got motion sick. And that was even after messing with the camera a little bit. And I'm like, nope. Not only was I not fully feeling the platforming and the movement and stuff, but... oh my goodness, I am all over the place. I'm too tired to focus much. Okay, new project. It is... let's see. Reality versus the game. Ooh, the Marketing Monday. There we go. I'll actually post something on... that's what I'll do. We're gonna yoink and twist some Atrioc Marketing Monday stuff. Because the other thing was automatic captions. for videos. Because I did actually go through Twitch and get some clips from my last... Yeah, that's this... I never know, like, clip-wise or video-wise, what's gonna hit. Because I did another one of those, like, oh, let's just post another random clip. And it was like, here's 1.8k views. Like, but why? Or the other one of like, oops, I hit the wrong... Like this. I'm like, it's literally me just listening to a noise and getting confused. And for some reason, it was like, oh, 1,000 people want to watch this. Really? What? Why? I think this is like one of the most boring clips I have. And I just posted it because Twitch was like, oh, if you post a thing, you'll get a badge. And I was like, okay, we'll just dump this one at wherever. But I do think it would help me to have captions on these shorts. I feel like I've heard of Capwing. This doesn't say that it's ad, though. Because I'm like, I don't click the top one typically, because it says Google ad, but this doesn't seem to. Yeah, okay. Let's mess with this, mate. Okay, there was two things I was going to do. I was going to edit this and do the video of me playing with the marble here. So I need to download this. Sure, dump it in downloads. Yeah, I got it to bounce off of 2 bumpers. But doing a full 3 was like, that's not happening. Yeah, the rubber band was a lot tighter on the first one, and I don't know if I had done it like tighter on the second one and stuff too, if that would have helped. I should watch a tutorial on how to use DaVinci Resolve at some point too. There's a part of me that keeps saying, I need to stop streaming so that I can kind of just learn on my own. But then if I don't have somebody looking at me, if I don't have the threat of viewers, I don't do much anyway. Oh, and then I need a little clip of gameplay. So, do I want to clean up the... Okay, is there anything that is glaring? Is there any... Well, what games, like for this Friday or something, if I were going to do gaming, which I want to do, what would I play? I'm not doing any more Droplet States of Matter. That was getting me motion sick, unfortunately. I want to finish Slip and Slime. I'm a couple levels away, so it'll probably be at least some more Slip and Slime. Oh, and I started Routine and Toraban as well. Yeah, and a horror game like this, I don't think would take me too long to get through. I don't know. How long to... yeah. We're just yapping today at this point. It's just yapping. Pure, thick, uncut yapping. Routine. Yeah, okay. 7 hours. And I've got a couple hours in. 3 hours. And that's the long version? Yeah, for me, I tend to run around and be confused for quite a while, so maybe like 9 hours or something. So that does feel like just a couple of play sessions I'm doing, which is a couple of weeks. At some point, the scoring will be so complicated. The simplest solution is to use regex on the number / color history. Maybe. I mean, because it's it shouldn't be that complicated. Like, because it should be something that somebody could just pick up and play. So, like, the scoring should not be insane of, like, you know, at this time on a Sunday, if the mood is in retrograde or whatever, then... Because I feel like there's some Magic cards that are like that are like, oh, here's this giant block of text. That I'm not a fan of that kind of thing. So I doubt that I'm going to do that for my scoring. Okay, Magic card with the most text. What is the wordiest Magic card? I've never looked it up. Yeah, exactly. The rising complexity of Magic effects over time. "2017, somebody was asking the what is this thing? Is that... Okay, see, but this looks like a text version of a lands. Okay, no, this is the explanation of what land does within Magic. That's cheating. Is this not an easy... Yeah, okay, not counting unglued or unhinged. It's a good amount of words, but not a ton. See, and I think part of the reason these get long is because they're like, okay, if this name of this thing attacks, and then it also has all these numbers of these things. That does look pretty long. That also looks pretty long. There's a lot. And that's the thing, it's like, does it make it a much more interesting thing to have, like, a complicated ruling? Well, and a lot of these are just... It's the text of how to actually use the card. Because I think if this were a digital implementation, it would just automatically do its effect in some cases. Yeah, because a lot of this is just a list of actions. Each player shuffles all of their things into the library and then reveals that many cards. So what is the wordiest card in, like, Balatro or something? Yeah, sure, Jokers, I guess. Because that's the thing, I don't know that there is. I think there's a ton of interesting scoring in Balatro. Well, and it's kind of built off of poker as well, too. And, like, I don't know exactly what poker uses for its descriptions of things, but... And I know Balatro does have a list of... Here's the... How each of the scoring things work. Yeah, so what is the, like, biggest, wordiest Joker? Yeah, okay, Ceremonial Dagger takes a little bit of text. Because I know that was something they mentioned with Marble Snap, is that if it's like over 8 words or something, it's kind of a bit like too much for the player. Ceremonial dagger kind of looks like the most. Plus 1 mult per consecutive hand played without scoring a face card. Also, hello, hello. Man, everybody's coming out of the woodwork. Also. But I'm doing okay. I'm too tired because I rewarded myself with a soda yesterday, which then kept me up last night, but... Okay, I think I'm done poking at that. Now what was I doing? It's been an hour, and I have done next to nothing. Okay, I did download that, and I did put that over here. And then I was looking at the game to see... Was there anything that I needed to tweak or upgrade or update before I do a video of the game so that I could do a reality versus the game? Let's see. If I am going to scroll over things, I need to have the... Okay. So I need to fix the color on the tooltip to actually be a name. And then... Okay, this might also be another one of those notes sessions of... Because I know the tooltips in Balatro are next to the card. Might actually... Well, and that's the thing. When all of those... When it's UI elements, because they're all cards and stuff, that makes it easier for the things to be positioned. Here, it's harder for me to position the tooltip to be next to the button. I don't know, maybe? But my question is... Okay, let's boot up Balatro and see how I feel about the tooltips in the game. Decided to try out... goodness. I've decided to try and put feedback rail out for Steam Next Fest in June. Already got the Steam tax stuff approved. Balatro, can you... Or... One of y'all is having an issue here. Did I, yeah, okay, I did have a Balatro specific screen. Okay, just a quick looking at the tooltips, but also put feedback rail out for Steam Next Fest in June. As in, like, you got a game that you're putting in Steam Next Fest that, like, is there a link to click? Is there, do you want to drop a link? Because I'm like, I don't know if I remember this project. I actually don't remember. Not yet, okay. But you think you're gonna be far enough along for June? Because I mean, like, for me, I still feel like I'm getting the Steam page up, and I've got a playable thing on itch.io, so you can at least try the game out there. Of which I need to update the screenshots and stuff on here too. Maybe we start putting a list down of here's all the things of where'd my... Okay, you're not anything, so you go away. My to-dos here being the train game made for GMTK. I think I can manage to make a demo until next fest. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Probably GMTK. I think I remember what this one was, but... Yes, okay, I did remember this one. Because this was very much looking at like, oh, somebody made this in 2 days. And they made a nice little path, and I'm like, it took me months to get my game working where you just bounce a ball around in between bumpers, but of which it's probably still not. I really probably should use a grid system of some kind, but oh, so yeah, I guess technically you do have a demo version of the game out in some way, shape, or form. Did you get a bunch of feedback from people saying like, oh, this is yeah, I guess this is some amount of comments and stuff. But did the demo get played much for like the itch.io backend? The analytics for the page, did it say, hey? Although here I am like, oh, you gotta market the game. Well, it was decent. Okay. Did you ever see the how to market a game article about stats on itch.io? I don't remember. Yeah, because I'm like, I think he said like the... Okay, but motivations are different. Yeah, okay. Like I said, this is me doing the like, oh, if you want to make the biggest, bestest game ever and get all the money on Steam. Which is like, well, no, if you just want to put something on Steam too, that's entirely valid, so... I just have gotten too deep into the like, oh, let's optimize the everything and never release anything, so... Keep having visits from stuff like the collections and stuff. Well, because, like, how many... Like, because I have, like, some drumbeat of people clicking on stuff. For some reason. What in the hell is going on here? $78 views? Of what? What is this, Itch? Also, what in the hell happened here? Who went and downloaded literally every one of my games? But yeah, I think for me... Yeah, that's the link that I have on the thing. Also, hello. Welcome. I'm distracted today. I said miscellaneous things. That's what it is. It's just yapping. While I inadvertently try to start Balacho in the background because I wanted to take notes on the tooltip so that I could... Ay. Okay. Can I do it? No. Do I care if I do or not? No. Oh, wait. New person. I gotta hit the button.
That's it? That little thing.
I forgot to... That is supposed to be in reference to me. I'm realizing that might be maybe a little rude or something, but... People seem to really like the concept of train Balatro. Did you ever see... Yeah, we're just talking. Because it's one of the ones that I put down as a reference for my game. Because it had that, like, train roguelike kind of thing. And there is a lot of pathing in my game. Let's see. Not Railbound. As much as it is a major inspiration, and I do love it. Battle Train, there we go. Did you ever come across Battle Train? Because this is a run-based roguelike deck and track builder. Although this was a little bit more PvP, so... Seen clips? Okay. At least when I think of a train roguelike, this is what I think of. What is this screenshot? That's not seriously like the debug thing here, is it? Did they just leave a development asset on their... That's hilarious. That's sure what it looks like. Huh. Okay, I just wanted real quick. So it does pop up pretty immediately. So, like for my game, yeah, that's one of those things of like, we could leave the Bellatra music going on in the background. That's no problem, right? I don't know. It was seeming a little obnoxious. Yeah, it's like that. Okay, so what's happening here is I'm clicking on the board, and then when I scroll over to here, I'm coming across these and hitting the tooltips. Is that a problem that you have with Bellatra? The answer is no, because when you click on stuff, yeah, you're coming down this way to play hand. So it's a little less obnoxious and a little less noticeable. And then is there any way I can solve that? The answer is if I... Oh, well, sure, I guess. I'm trying to play the mobile version. No, we're not playing the game. So, is there a way I can make the... Because I do like having the option of having a button, but I also have this, where I can just hit the space bar. Also, did I want to clean up an animation for the tooltip pop-up for the... Okay, no, as much as I like the music for Bellatra, it will distract me. In that I know that there's Bellatra happening. Yeah, I definitely am not going to do a swirl shader for my game. It hurts my eyes a little bit. Steam. No, it's this. I was like, I thought there was some weird clicking going on in the background. Okay, my little video was happening. That's what was going on. Okay, and that was all because I wanted to attach a video of me playing the game to this. Oh, and I did a build yesterday. So, do I want to just use that, or do I want to... I mean, social media is, at least the way I have my social media set up, there nobody's going to care, so I don't need to be that particular about it anyway. But, yeah, the real question is, does this look good enough, or do I want to tweak it? Oh, palindrome is what I was trying to score. I'm just so used to scoring the same thing. I can't score a palindrome. Ruh-roh. Oh, this. Actually, no. If I'm going to have this on the board, I need to clean that up. To not use the shader and to switch out the color or something, maybe. Okay, let's clean that up a little bit. But that is exciting that you're getting up to the Steam page for the game. Yeah, I've poked at it a little bit, but I haven't gotten anywhere with it. I bought the thing to make the Steam page and then added all of my social links and then said, okay, now I gotta actually get the game done. But yeah, these all need to be updated and stuff. Okay, geez, what was I doing? I need to update the UI and stuff too. Okay. The UI sizing, I think I put down as a thing. Tutorial UI scaling, I did put down as a thing. Do I want to mess with that now? Sure. I am just all over the place. So, yeah, because I switched it off of screen space camera. Oh, that's also why I didn't want to mess with it. And world space is definitely not going to cut it. I guess we'll leave it on overlay for now. Yeah, it's nice and big on a very small screen, but that's not what the game is. It's not on a very small screen. I don't feel like redoing it right now. The other thing oh, the tooltips. I do need to fix the tooltips. Because okay, so that's a bit of a pain. I don't want to mess with that. The tooltip names. Did I put that down as a task? Nah, all these things, and I didn't put it down as a task. Yeah, tooltip names and descriptions. Because I do want to add the description for the different scoring options there too. Yeah, it's a programming thing. Okay, so now I need to... The button, actually. The button is what's feeding the name into the thing. Right, there we go. Name is color plus a number. Right? Or is it under the game manager? The tooltip. Where is it getting fed the names? Set name, set description, fade in. Toggle tooltip. Is the button name, which is okay, so which is why it's doing. So button get name should actually be okay, so the name of the object. Okay, so I was looking at the right spot. So the name is where it's doing color to string. So in this case, the problem is there's not an English word for every color that exists. And I could say color 1, color 2, color 3. Yeah, it just complicated everything with that color palette, but I guess I could just call them. Okay. So color 1 is just gonna be like yellow or something, and then, or RGBIF, right? I guess not indigo. Okay, game manager, color manager. There we go. I'm nice and focused when nobody says anything. Just complain. Stream on Twitch, and then if anybody leaves a comment, hey now, that's not what I'm here for. Just do a let's play then. Just record a video for YouTube, I guess. Okay, so yeah, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So then it would just be the same thing as just say red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So then these I would need to change up the... Well, and that's the question too, is do I do some kind of pattern attached to it as well? Because it's essentially, you treat them like suits on cards. So get random color, picks one of the random colors, and then so I could do like a get color name from the color palette. Oh, that's palette name. Okay, well, I'm doing specifically... So I might complicate this a bit by doing... right as I start to lock in and do stuff, the music cuts out. Excludes me. Okay, wait, that one... I didn't end up watching all of Batman and Spider-Man again, just to see if I could find the one instance of excuse me, or whatever it is. That might also just be Jar Jar Binks. Okay, but then I'm gonna do a int for selected color. So then actually let's see. So maybe we do set random color? Or I don't know. But at any rate, it should be selected color is pick a random thing from here and put it in there, so that's a little bit more clear. And then oh, and then it's not returning. Okay, so now the secondary thing is the name of the color. So that's public color, and then get color name. Okay, how about we do public void randomize, maybe randomize color, randomize whatever. But then that is selected color gets set to something here. You're just returning the color here. You're just returning the names. Need to re-update the replicate build, found a stupid bug. Are there any non-stupid bugs? Are there any smart bugs that you've run across? Do I want to call it color names? Probably. Seems a little clearer. Yeah, rebuilding for three platforms and uploading them takes 30 minutes. Just bundle it with some more bugs. Bundle it with a big update or something. I did see the Steam update about adding German, which is cool. And I think it was oh, it's a game-breaking bug. Okay. Well, what'd you do that for? Why'd you break it? I'm so helpful. That's definitely how I treat myself. What'd you do that for? Oh, okay, 64. Windows 64, 32, Linux, and Mac. Oh, and then the possibility of a mobile version. I did see that was also happening, which I think that's a great idea. I think it is the kind of game that would lend itself to a mobile version. I mean, that's definitely like what I'm doing with my game. I've had that comment before too, of like, oh, have you thought about a mobile version? And then I just point over at the Kindle. That's my one big fear with this game, is that it looks pretty mobile in its aesthetic, which I don't know if Steam is going to immediately reject it out of hand because of that. Not a possibility. Oh, I guess I did say that, didn't I? No, I saw the update that said that the mobile version is coming. Even if it's not got a date on it. Yeah, first keyword for the UI artist was, I don't want it to look like a mobile game. Well, that's the difficult thing here, is that I want it to be abstract. But abstract is also kind of the reign of mobile in a lot of regards. Yeah, I kept looking at all of the games on Steam that are tagged abstract. But there are a good number that are like shapes and stuff, where it's like, okay, that is very abstract, but that did do well enough on Steam. Like leading into the just complexity of it. So I definitely feel like that's the way to go. Yeah, I keep seeing that. The game about a black hole. Yeah, I know. It sounded like he was struggling for a long time to make a game that was profitable. And now here it is sitting on the featured and recommended. Which is, again, another one of those signs of like, go make an idle game. This is your sign to go make an idle game. Yeah, because Hexagod was another one that I was thinking about kind of adding into this, like, everything is Balatro now, simply because that's what the reviews were saying, too. I didn't try Fullbox's new game yet, right? I really liked its pacing. The Steam version? Because I played the Game Jam version. Actually, wait, if I look up the developer name, does it? It would help if I could spell it right. I still can't spell it right. Okay, so it does pull up the... okay. Scope Creep. There, I just couldn't remember the name of it. I'm like, okay, I remember Full Box. Yeah, Scope Creep. Yeah, I'm not much into the incremental idle kind of thing, but I can see Steam liking this for sure. It's an incremental idle, somewhat dark and spooky. And I had fun enough with it, but demo's gonna be out soon. Yeah, okay. How well did the block shop here do? Because I'm like, wait a second. Colorful grid game. Also, hello. With the wave. Oh, it doesn't tell me what the critter is. I'm like, is it a manatee? Is it a whale? At least at that size, I can't tell. Yeah, okay. This is another one that looks like the... If it weren't a puzzle, it might be more, it's a whale. And this one's a manatee. So... You've already got a manatee going as well? Okay, it only took... Oh. Bye-bye, polka dots. It's been nice knowing you. Why does it stop doing the polka dots at a certain point? I've never caught the end of it like that, but that's interesting. Okay, a little clunky, but I can live with the delusion that at one point I'll make it better in the future. No, the real frustrating thing is that it's not a delusion. Someday does actually roll around sometimes. Like this last weekend. It's like, I got a lot done in the weekend. Oh, that one's a dolphin. Okay. The tots are migrating south for the winter. Well, they're supposed to continue to just keep rolling around on the screen here. They're supposed to infinitely migrate south for the winter, but I guess they're finished now. That was the whole pile of them. Oh, what's that? Is that a Dr. Seuss book? Or is that just a book that looks like Dr. Seuss? Did I not hit save? It's a list of strings. Save. And then when I go over into Unity, reload the UI, please. Color names is supposed to be a list of strings now. What? Huh? Why are you still colors? Color names is a list of... Oh, because I didn't fix it. Return... Oh, I didn't update you. There we go. Okay, it would help if I actually look at the code. So... Okay, and the other thought that I... See, this is what makes me think that I am not actually that neurodivergent, is the fact that I can't hold into my head like 6 different plot threads. Spots. Dr. Seuss. There was a book about... Okay, oh, we just... Put me in the zoo. Okay, was this actually Dr. Seuss, or was this just looking like Dr. Seuss? Because I feel like it might have been... Yeah, it's Robert somebody else. It just looks very... Oh, I guess it doesn't even look all that Dr. Seuss. I don't know why I thought it was Dr. Seuss. But it did pull it up, though. So there's other people who have also made the same connection. Okay. Put me in the zoo. Yeah, I was gonna say, because he's like the Marvel character, the Spot. Of which I will be very excited when they do the next, Oh my goodness, that ruins the whole aesthetic when you don't do polka dots. Why have you done this? I'm like, they need to be uniform size. Liked that one? I'm trying to remember it. Oh wait, this is saying put me in the zoo by Dr. Seuss. So okay, so other people have made the same mistake there. Reminds you of a lava lamp? I suppose vaguely. I'm trying to figure out what candy that is. Okay, I don't need to be looking at putting a thing in the zoo. Okay, here. It's gonna take me 2 hours to put some text in the tooltip. I wasn't focused on doing that, though. That's disingenuous. It's not gonna stop me from feeling bad about my ability to get things done. I don't plan well, and then I berate myself for not having a plan. There we go. Color manager, color names. There we go. Okay. Red. Orange. Yeller. Green. Blue. Purple. I feel like it's certain keys. Oh, lava lamp with the non-uniform dot size. Yeah, okay, you're saying somebody else's interpretation was more lava lamp-esque. Yeah, to me, this ruins the aesthetic. You gotta go with the polka dots. Like, how many games have done the, like, children's storybook aesthetic? I've definitely written that down as an idea of doing a game that kind of capitalizes on that aesthetic. Because it's, like, incredibly simple. Like, looking at the cover here, it's like, that would be pretty easy to do. A white background with a green bottom and then a character here. Yeah, what was the idea I wrote down? I think it was like you can't punch everything, and it was going to be a beat 'em up with like a children's storybook aesthetic. I don't know why those two feel like they go together to me. Okay, so now there's no references to get color name, but the button here so the color manager. So this is the color name. Yeah, okay. So the I guess I can just use it here. It's not like I need to name the thing this. Oh, I am naming it this anyway. Okay. So then it's color manager, get current color palette, and then the name as well. Did I ever read Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day? You know, do I reference it a lot? Yes. Do I make a reference to That was just terrible, horrible, no good, very bad. Yes, I've definitely done that before. Have I actually read the book? I don't remember. Maybe? And terrible, horrible, no good, very bad. Oh yeah, I forgot that was 2014. They did a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad. Was it in fact terrible, horrible, no good, very bad? Am I getting something done? We go to sleep in a minute, but if you feel like you're close to something, you... I mean, if you want to watch the tooltip get updated, I'm, should be good to go now. But no, feel free to go to bed. I'm just yapping today. That's not what I wanted at all. What do you mean? I thought I was just updating the tooltip. Great. Okay, no, so go to bed instead. Oh, I went to copy this over, and then somebody said something about Alexander and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And then I had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad time getting anything updated. It's a little hyperbolic. Get color name. Okay, there. So now they should all say red number. Wait, the number was different. But the selected color should be... What? Okay, now is the tooltip updated? There we go. Okay, that's a red 2, red 3, red 4, a red 1, red 1, red 3, red 4. So that looks a little better, except they're all red. Wait. Red's not my favorite color, but it is a color I like. So probably color palette. The randomize the selected color is never happening. Oh, and this is the color palette, and that's not related to the... Okay, so now we just need to randomize at the beginning. Here. I was thinking the number and the color were attached. Which I guess they should be. I think I should... At some point, I should figure out, like, a seed system. Because doing, like, daily runs or something. That's... different. That's not better. Oh. Oh. Oh, I was randomizing it every color. Oh, I did say get random color. Okay, so let's do get color. Okay, so now what explodes when I do that? I think it said the ball was trying to get a random color. So... Oh, but it is get a random color from the color palette. The color palette just has the colors, and then they're randomizing the selected color. So maybe I do want to keep the get random color. The only problem is to get the color name, because it should be attached to this. This feels useful, so I might leave that. And then we just remake it with a get random color. Whatever I used to call it. Yeah, so this was definitely one of those moments of like, feel free to go to bed. So randomize. Oh, and then it's, yeah, because I'm putting it into selected color, that should update the thing. So, 1 minute remaining. I thought I already passed the 1 minute. I thought you said 1 minute and then. Okay, and there we go. Yellow, purple, orange, blue. Again, I did it within the timer. You just had to give me a timer, and then I frantic, tick, 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 tick. That's clever. Quite clever. It's the dots that are perpetually migrating south. Not constrained to a minute. Okay, and then some kind of description would probably be good. Was there a description on the tooltips in Balatro? So, but yeah, you can sleep now for sure, because not only is it time to sleep, but also I did do the thing. Started doing keto again today. Have you had luck with keto? Has that diet worked out for you? It's not something I've ever tried or even thought about. Well, and we'll see. I mean, I've got my analysis to do from my urine test to see if there's major diet changes I need to do or not. So, lose weight really quick with keto. Is it something you're looking to do? Are you looking to lose a bunch of weight? Yeah, as much as I don't think I'm all that healthy, I do think. Well, okay, yeah, because I think weight-wise, I'm on the slightly heavy end of normal, so. Yeah, okay, you're looking to lose some weight. Wait, do we know how tall Brainoid is? Because we did a. What was I talking about height-wise? I forget why I was talking about how small I am. But then both of the Phils said, hey, I'm 6 foot. So, and then I realized all of the closer friends that I have, which I don't know, I guess people that show up in chat at this point are closer friends. I don't have that many relationships going on, but yeah, no, like people in. Okay, yeah, you're 6 foot as well. That's too funny. I feel there's a pretty good chunk of heights between like my tiny size and 6 foot, but that's all the people I know, all the people that I get close to. Like my best friend in school when I was young was. He's probably like 6'3", 6 something. My coworker at work that I talk to all the time, like we just yap like way too much. He's 6'3". That other coworker I met, that Droplet States of Matter. He's, I don't know, I want to say he's more than like definitely over 6 foot. Yeah, I can't ever do a meetup. I can't ever go to Germany and do a meetup with all the viewers because I would just get engulfed and lost. Nobody would see me. No, I lied. I have a very tall red gnome hat. That would be my only identifying feature. That would be the only way to see me. Is the giant hat. Okay, so now tooltips are looking a little better there. Do I want to add a description? Yeah, match the link with the hat. It's a tall hat, but I don't think it. I don't know. I don't know if it gets me up to 6 foot. Oh, I never posted photos of the event that I did. I meant to do that. Oh, and that's what I got distracted by. Was that I was trying to fix the tooltip. So, Yeah, high heels plus gnome hat. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, wait. Let's. Can I quickly find a photo of me in the gnome hat? Because it was recent-ish. Oh, I don't think I took photos of myself. My sister sent me some photos, and then I don't think I put them anywhere to download easily. No, wait a second. I can just scroll back through Instagram. There's a photo of me in the gnome hat, but that doesn't give a sense of how tall I am. Wait. It was the Substack article that I just did, right? I was like, I feel like I posted it somewhere. I could probably go just pick up the gnome hat and see. Oh, no, I just posted the thing here. Okay, so there's no picture of me with the gnome hat anywhere. Not easily accessible. Okay, I don't need to... Okay, before I explode my computer with too many tabs, of which this is, from what I've seen of other people's tabs and things, this is not even that bad. Okay. I feel like I've seen a screenshot of, like, a cartoon of a gnome in drag. Or maybe that's just when you look up garden gnome, one of the many things is like, oh, here's a lawn ornament or something. You have 2 tabs up? Oh, and here I am, like, oh, this isn't too bad. This is, less than usual. No, because I'm thinking of, like, my sister. I was like, how is your computer not lagging out with that many tabs? Hey, congrats on the Mac version. Congrats on, wait, I guess one of the versions? Or the, I guess congrats on getting the bug fixed. And a turnaround on it pretty quick, so. Okay, I don't need that up either. That can stay there. Oh, Battle Train. Yeah, okay, I don't need Battle Train in there either. There we go. Okay. Cleans it up a little more. Also, I guess it has been 2 hours. I will take the ad break to put my desk down. So. What, you come here often? Is that? What was that guy? I'm yawning. And I'm making sounds like that. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. What? Yeah. What'd you do to my mic? How do I... Is this a OBS thing? I was like, did this... I was hoping this just happened and not like... Well, maybe not. What do I do to... Oh, unplug and plug it back in? And... That looks better, okay. Hopefully? Better? Yeah, I was like, it doesn't look like it. Weird. Healthy, okay. Huh. Because all I did was hit the mute button. I just put the desk down and hit the mute button. How long have I had this mic? It's been a bit. It's been a while. Because I feel like I got this when I started streaming, which would have been... Was it 2020 that I started? Oh, wait, I could look at the selling now. Wait, has it been 6 years now? I think it would have been in the summer, though. Could have been a little bug somewhere, some dust. Well, that was what they fixed on my phone. I was like, oh, my aux cord isn't working. Like, plugging in my phone isn't working. And they were like, oh, there's some lint in there. It's like, oh, that was... Okay, cool. I'm glad that was the only issue. Yeah, I'm just like, if I'm going to be commuting long hours, I want to be able to plug in my phone. So. Give me... Or maybe the other one then, right? Yeah, okay, that's too short of a timeline. Oh, look at all that red. Oh, it's so sad. I mean, last month. Just tanked. Oh, over the last year even. Oh no. I've fallen off. And I didn't even hit like a peak anyway. Oh, it was the, yeah, Pirate Software stuff. The Pirate Software Jam. I wrote a little bit of that Pirate Software Jam wave. And then fell off again. This still doesn't tell me the full extent of this. Okay, so how about Twitch stats then? Because I think that's the other one. And there we go. Yeah, made your day when they told me that. Yeah, that it was a literal bug somewhere. Okay, so channels. I lied. Me. Okay, so I feel like it was around here, because I think I got this mic when I started streaming, which would have been 2021. So it has been 5 years then. Maybe more like 4 or something. Yeah, lint in the phone, they took it out free of charge. Maybe a nearby place. That's exactly what they did for me too. They got the lint out of the phone and were like, "Yeah, you're good. You can head out." And then as I drove away, I was like, "Okay, wait. If I do the calculation in my head, like, I should have paid something for that, right? It was like, 5-10 minutes of their time or something, and even at like minimum wage, that still would have been a couple of bucks." And again, now here I am. They got it at this reseller for returned Amazon products. Okay. Neat. I do wonder how many people return stuff. The only thing I could think of is the Orange is the New Black, where it was I don't know what that crime is exactly, but she said, "Oh, hey, I never got that product," while she's like actively looking at the product that she got. Oh, $60 mic for their $6 day. Wow, that's a pretty good drop in price there. Okay. Fluffin' heck, dude. I'm going to bed. That's what I'm doing. Oh, the reason I was fixing the tooltips, the whole reason I was fixing the tooltips is so that I could make another build, so that I could put it here with this whole Marketing Monday thing of I edit this into some kind of video somehow, and then do reality versus I guess fantasy versus the game. I guess I could do a quick test of like I have to sign in or request a demo or something. Okay. Yeah, okay, subtitles using a free AI tool. Yeah, this feels like it should be almost built in at this point. No guarantee it works though, and it was returned for reasons, so you have to figure that too. Yeah. I mean, that's even like the TV that I have. I was like, oh, it's like a cheaper TV. I think it might have been like a discount or something. I don't remember exactly how or why I got a cheaper TV, but then when I opened it and unpacked it, it was like, oh, it's missing its feet. I don't have a way to prop this up. So I just used books for a long time, and then when my parents came over, and they were like, no, we're gonna get you an actual TV stand. So now I actually have a TV stand for my TV. Buddy started streaming. They had the lead developer for an 8-member team in chat the other night. They're streaming that. They're asking questions for anyone when they formally interview them this Friday. Oh, that's cool. Actually, is there anybody here? There is. And I'm kind of winding down. Do you want to mention who that's the game? Yeah, I was like, do you want to say who your buddy is that is streaming? Because I'm down for a raid if everybody is down to Oh, I guess they're starting. We'll be a little early, but the PNG model, it looks like. Also, do I know... Wait, is Dungeon Drafters that deck building tactical card game? Kuva Man is still streaming. Okay, wait. This is... Okay, yeah. No, I'd seen this. Yeah, and I did see it was sitting at mostly positive. Yeah, I love the colors on this. Yeah, and tactics. I do like a tactics game like this too. That's cool that they got the devs to do an interview and stuff. Also, am I... Oh, I have to watch the whole ad, yeah. Forgot about that. And I'm like, I have... Oh, here we go. Kuva Man on here, right? Yeah, okay, somebody like T-Pain. I should probably take off of here. I'm not gonna watch a T-Pain stream. I just click links. I just like clicking links. Do I remember? I probably could have just looked up Kuva Man, but I thought I had followed it already. So... Yeah, okay, I followed it already. Oh, they also have the crazy, like, typing thing. Who was it that I saw had that? I was watching somebody who had that
Sure.
crazy,
That's
typing
not the
thing.
most efficient thing, but
Okay, no. Well, we'll go meet somebody new here. We'll go writing his own programming language. That's crazy. Inference completion. Although I hesitate a little bit rating into a thing that, like, hasn't started yet. Well, no, that's probably a good time to rate it, but I know it's not going to be ending anytime soon. But also, I kind of wanted to get some sense of the thing that's happening. Oh, but I guess mostly playing roguelikes and indie games is definitely a good category to look at, because that's... Oh, and you mentioned dungeon drafters and stuff. No, we can just... Like I said, I just need to head to bed, so... I can just dump y'all over there.
We're gonna come back right when the song gets hyped. 'Cause that's how we roll.
Okay, it sounds like it's starting now. Anyway, so...
The point was to do a gradual fade out.
But I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with some more actual game dev instead of just yapping. I don't know. I got a little bit done today.
All right.
Not a lot of it done.
5 stream streak. Nice job, dude. How's everybody doing? Hi, Gnome. Welcome, welcome. I see that Kenny is here. I'm not sure. I know you're bouncing back in, or at least in Kara's stream. So
Okie dokie.
you're bouncing
But
back.
yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some more work on this,
So
hopefully. I don't know. I'm very tempted to take a break and finish that Substack article too, but
I do have
we'll see. I kind of want to get some dev done
change away from my start.
tomorrow.
No.
But goodbye. Good night. Thanks for stopping by.
I do have some
Have fun
cool
sleeping.
news to share
Bye.
with you guys that this coming Friday. Yeah, right. I love it. Me
Oh yeah, and then
yeah, news. So this coming Friday, gonna be